Okay, so the next chapter is what circle, and we are going to discuss about the chapter circle. The theorem we have in this chapter, the theorem is known as tangent drawn from the external point. Tangent drawn from the external point. So we will learn that. Okay, so this. We have a circle, and in that circle, if we have any external point, say this point P is what external point of the circle. And from that point, if we draw a tangent to the circle, let's say this is one tangent and this is the what second tangent. Okay, so we will take it as a tangent. One minute. Erasing this. And let's say this is the tangent. Tangent 2. I have given name as a A and this is what as a B. A and B are the what point. That is what that point. That tangent is what touching to the circle. So, if we talk about the statement of the theorem, what we have, a point P, that is what outside the circle, that is point P. So, if a tangent, if we draw any tangent to the circle, so simply we can write in this manner. If a tangent drawn from the external point of a circle. If a tangent is drawn from the external point of a circle, then that tangent are congruent. So this is a theorem. I have not written the exact same word as they have in the textbook, but I am going to explain you all the circle. From the outside circle, if we get any point outside the circle, and from that point, if we are joining the tangent to the circle, as we have done at this place from the point P, we have constructed a tangent as a PA and PB. What is the meaning of the tangent? Any line segment joining the circle at one, touching the circle at one point. We can say that intersecting the circle at one point, touching the circle at one point. That is nothing but the word tangent only. So these are the word two tangents. So when we are proving the theorem, the very first we are writing the given. So in this we can say that O is the center. Let's say I am taking O as a center. Okay, so we will explain. In the circle, O is center, and PA and PB are the tangents. Okay. Now we will go for the next statement. That is what to prove. We have to prove that the tangent that is AP and PB, these two are what equal. So very simple. We will write AP that is congruent to, we have to prove what PB. We have to prove these two things are what congruent. Okay. We have to prove these two things are congruent. Now try to understand. For proving this one, we have to what, do a construction. What is the construction? To prove this, whatever we are doing the additional work in this, that is known as the construction. So very simple. When we join, let's say I am joining with O2A, O2B, and then what O2B. So I have constructed the three lines. So we will write join OA, OB, and OB. Okay, so now we have done these three constructions. If we go for the proof part, try to understand a very simple proof part. In this proof part, what you will get is, we know the theorem that is what a radius and tangent always perpendicular to each other. We know that whenever we have a circle and circle, in that circle we have any tangent, and when we have a radius, and radius and tangent, when we have a same common point of contact, this is known as point of contact. So is a point of contact that the what tangent and radius both are what touching each other. That point of contact is what giving a 90-degree angle, so that we have done earlier. So very simple, I will use this property and I am going to prove this. How we will prove this? We will consider as OA and OB are the radii, AP and BP are the tangents. We know that, see this, we know that, we write in this manner, we know that radius is what perpendicular to the tangent. So we will say that OA is perpendicular on AP and OB is perpendicular on BP. So these two are the perpendiculars just because of the what? Radius is perpendicular to tangent statement. Because of this statement, these two things are what? Perpendicular. And this implies that nothing but the what? We can say that OA is perpendicular on OA is perpendicular on AP. That means what? OAP is representing 90 degree. In a similar manner, if we have OB is perpendicular on BP, so we can say that angle OBP is 90 degree. So we will write at this place. This implies that angle OAP is equal to angle OBP, that is equal to 90 degree, and we will give equation number 1 to this. The further thing, see this, a very simple. Now we will take the two triangles. Now in triangle OAP and triangle OBP. If we focus on this diagram, we get the idea that OAP is a one triangle and second triangle is what? OBP. We know the similarities and congruency of a triangle. So we are going to prove the what? Those two triangles are what? Congruent. How we will prove triangle distance? In these two triangles, as we have done in the question 1, that these two angles are what? Representing 90 degree. So simply we will say that angle OAP is equal to angle OBP. That is what? Each 90 degree, or we can write from equation 1. I can say that this is what? These two angles are equal to 90 degree because of the what? Equation 1. So because of that, we have written this equation. That is what? Angle OAP is equal to OBP. That is equal to what? Both are equal, and we will say that reason for these two are equal. That is equation 1. Okay. So now we have what? One angle. Apart from that, if we focus, we get the idea. This is right angle. This is the hypotenuse, and this is the what? One side. So I can say that OP here in this triangle, OP is equal to OP, or PO, we can write that PO. That is nothing but the what? Common side. Very simple. We get the what? Common side. OP is a side that is present in triangle OAP and OBP. So very simple. We get these two. One is the angle, second is the side, and third one more thing, that OA is equal to OB, and both are the what? Representing radius. These two are the what? Radius of the same circle. So we will say that radii of the same circle. And because of this, one is the right angle, second is the hypotenuse, and third is the what? Radius. So because of that, we can say that triangle OAP is congruent to triangle OBP. And the reason is what? The first line is representing the right angle. The second one is representing the hypotenuse, and third one is representing radius. So we can say that because of the RHS rule, right angle hypotenuse side, we can say that RHS rule, we can say that these two triangles are congruent. When we have these two triangles are congruent, we can write the corresponding side. That is a very simple. What we need in the proof, we have a what? Requirement of AP and BP. When we have two triangles congruent, corresponding sides and corresponding angle, both are what? Equal. So simply I can write AP is congruent to triangle, AP is congruent to the other side, that is what? BP, and we will write corresponding sides of congruent triangle. And in this manner, we can say that our requirement is at this place, say this AP is congruent to BP, and we will write hence proof.